Okay, so what can go wrong? Well, one, prostate cancer. As I mentioned earlier, the prostate does enlarge throughout a male's life. However, prostate cancer is another matter, right? So this is going to be out of control cell division in some portion of the prostate, and you can see how it kind of progresses, where it can even get into the lymphatic system, and it can cause problems voiding the bladder due to this enlargement. There are now blood tests that can test for certain antigens that are found in these cancer cells. There's also the typical prostate exam where the individual will basically palpate the prostate, and the shape of the prostate is what they're feeling for through the rectal wall. So what they're feeling for are any kind of lumps or not like a non-smooth surface. Then there's also testicular cancer. So this is obviously cancer that is beginning or originating from the testes. It can occur at any age, but most typically between ages of 15 and 45. Often the first signs are sort of similar to like what you would imagine even in like for breast cancers. For a lot of these, there's often a lump or a bump. They can spread very quickly. The good news is that it's very highly treatable, even when it spreads. Common treatments are what you would imagine for any kind of cancer, which is surgery and chemotherapy. So sometimes sperm cells do not form in the usual they don't form the usual shape. So here we have our normal sperm cell. Sometimes the head grows too large or too small. So any of these can affect the sperm's ability to swim properly. Sometimes the cell division does not complete correctly. So there's sort of two heads and this mid piece that is combined. That can cause problems with cell motility. Sometimes you'll have two bodies and two tails. This can cause problems too, as it's not like the tails necessarily beat in sync. So that can, again, just not only can the sperm maybe not move in a like forward. Sometimes they'll go in circles, or they're just kind of like stuck just in one little spot. So any of those things would cause the sperm to either die out or actually be destroyed by the female's immune system, right? Because something to keep in mind is the female's immune system will see sperm cells as foreign, and so it will destroy them. Again, you kind of see other morphological anomalies for anywhere from like odd head shapes to even abnormal mid pieces. Any of this will affect how well the tail can move and move the sperm forward. I mentioned to you guys some of the erectile dysfunction that can occur. So some of these are the ones I was particularly mentioning to you with the sympathetic and nervous, parasympathetic nervous system are going to be more the psychogenic erectile dysfunction. There's also other ones like hormonal. We'll just go the opposite direction of these bullet points. So that's due to testosterone deficiency, sometimes thyroid problems. Sometimes it's neurogenic, where there's literally not psychological, but there's actually a problem with the nerves that would, like the parasympathetic and sympathetic actual nerves going down to that region. And that can be either due to surgery, or you can see other things may cause erectile dysfunction to occur. And then there's obviously vascular erectile dysfunction, where the blood vessels are not sending enough blood to the erectile tissue. All right, so this last section was pretty quick, but if you have any questions, please let me know. And in our next lecture, we will be moving on to the female reproductive system.